on inside and get yourself something cool to drink.
And this ain't no intro. This the entree.
Hey, Bachi.
Man, I appreciate y'all for being here. I was minding my business at the gym, doing gym things, getting the workout done. And Cowboys OTAs were today. And I figure, you know, first and foremost, let me just say this. Let me just say first and foremost, I wasn't there.
It's fine.
Yes. I wasn't there.
Yes. A similar event did take place.
But what I can do is I can look at notes from people that were there, and I can basically make an assessment about what it is that I saw, or saw from them, from what they was typing, not what I saw in person. I don't have that kind of access yet. I don't have that kind of access, you know what I'm saying? But what I will do is I will tap into a trusted source. Pat NOC Walker, he shows a lot of love to the YouTube character. So, man, you know, just any chance I get, if I got 9 to 12 Cowboy beat writers that I could choose from, I'm going to always choose Pat NOC Walker. I'm always going to tell y'all to go follow him, and I'm always going to showcase his work. You know what I mean? Because he rock with us. Why would I rock with the people that don't rock with us? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's get into it, man. Let's figure this out. Let's figure this out. Hit the like, please. We ain't doing nothing else. We ain't doing nothing else, man. We just talking as a family, you heard? I see y'all in the chat, Joe Sandberg. I see you in the chat. What up? Special K, I see you in the chat. Brother L in there. What's happening? Miss Sheila in the chat. I see you in there. What's happening? What's up, y'all? All right, man. Let's do this. Let's do this. My observations from Cowboys OTA session. Hold on. Wait. Time to goddamn start this show. I'm gonna get in the screen. I'm gonna get in the goddamn screen. You hear me? We can do it like this if you want to. Yeah. I can read. I'm looking at on the screen. Am I looking? There we go. Here we go. My observation from Cowboys OTA sessions on Wednesday, May 22nd. That's the date. Expand for full post. So he broke this down in offense and defense. Now, it's a lot of keys to offense. I think that makes sense because there's there's more questions for offense. You know what I mean? Like, we have more questions about the offense than there would be the defense. So, you know, Pat doing a great job for all the goddamn questions that we got for offense. Sure, give me those first. What you doing? A good job? Keep up the good work. Zeke and Rico both get solid splits on first team. We had a feeling that was going to be the case, okay? We didn't know who was going to get more carries. We didn't know who was going to get carries first. Jeff Blasco, I think I broke down that audio. I don't know when Vacation Voch put this stuff out. He just got to put the shit out. But y'all can go find the video where I'm breaking down. It was the last video, yeah. Blasco, Schottenheimer, and Linda Wells. Excuse me. That was like, yo, Jeff Blasco, what you think the run game gonna look like weekly? And Jeff was like, I don't know. Did you hear what I said?
You hear what I said?
Jeff was like, hey, man, this thing might be week to week, man. 1 week, it may be 40-40-20 for this guy, 40-40-20 for those guys. Let me tell you what I made the mistake of making. Let me tell you what I made the mistake of doing. And y'all can ask Will Steele this because he's my friend in real life. He wouldn't dare lie on me. I made the mistake of going back last year to watch Deuce Vaughn's preseason footage. Don't ever chat. If y'all don't want to be heartbroken, don't you dare go back to watch Deuce Vaughn's preseason footage from last year. It's going to have you rooting for that. You're going to be rooting for Deuce Vaughn by the time this shit over with. Anyway, here we go. But they both get solid first team reps. We had a feeling. If Zeke got to be a lead back the last time he did that, he rushed for 2.5 yards a carry. We don't want that in our life. Rico Dowdle, I felt like never got his opportunity though. I feel like Rico never really gets his opportunities because, you know what I'm saying, he's always being, hey, come off the field by some other guy, right? Let's just hope that, you know, I asked y'all a couple of weeks ago, does seniority roll over? Does clout roll over? Zeke left and he came back. Is he a new dude or is he still Zeke? Does he still have the power to wave Rico Dowdle off the field? We'll see. BB Guyton with the second team to begin OTAs. We shouldn't be surprised here. We shouldn't be surprised here because that's something we talked about from the jump. I was like, hey, man, don't be surprised. And we can go ahead and parlay that with this third point, right? With the third key. Don't be surprised if Chuma and Brock Hoffman roll out there first, because that's what the Cowboys do. The Cowboys believe. The only time I didn't see seniority work, we was moving on from Darryl Worley and we drafted Trey Diggs, and Trey Diggs' ass was out there day one. Boy, Trey Diggs ain't never have to deal with no daggone politics. That's the only time I can remember it. But besides that, all the new cats got to go through politics at some point. At some point, even CeeDee Lamb had to come off the field for Amari Cooper and Michael Gallup. Like it just happens. And look, this ain't a bad thing because it's just OTAs right now. The veterans, they show up their first day, they're here, they get the nod, they get the seniority. It's their job to lose. I don't think this shouldn't be confusing to anybody. We knew Chuma and Brock Hoffman was going to be out there first. We're going to be week 1 in the training camp. Chuma and Brock Hoffman going to be first. We're going to be week 2 in the training camp. Chuma and Brock Hoffman going to be first. The first day in pads, Chuma and Brock Hoffman going to be first. Now, if we get to that last practice right before preseason game 3 or something like that, and all the starters just out there chilling with their jerseys on. If we get to preseason game 3, and you see Tyler Guyton and Cooper Beebe out there wrestling people with their helmets and their shoulder pads on. Wrestling people with their helmets and their shoulder pads on. And Chuma Dog on the sideline with a jersey and a bucket hat. And Brock Hoffman on the sideline with a jersey and a bucket hat and a big ass chain. They got B on it because y'all know Hoffman got that big ass B chain on it, right? If we see that, it might be time to start cussing. I don't know. Operation Young Bull is gonna have to take a little bit of time. It's gonna take a bit. It's gonna take a bit. I don't think they jump out there. You just can't hide guys all the way to preseason game 1. Throw them dudes in that fire, man. Let them dudes let them in there. But we'll talk. Jalen Tolbert and Jalen Brooks are both getting first team reps. Hey man, ain't no big 3. It's just big CD. Hold on, dog. Wait. You hear what I said? Ain't no big 3. When the league is leaning to 11 personnel, that's 3 wide receivers, 1 back, 1 tight end. Ain't no big 3. It's big CD. That's it. Brandon Cooks is your complimentary 2, deep threat type guy. Wide receiver 4 by committee. Voch, why you say wide receiver 4 by committee? Jake Ferguson is your wide receiver 3. That's how the game goes, ladies and gentlemen. So on that note, we just keep it a buck here. On that note, Turpin and Brooks, they just kind of fighting for their right to party. They're fighting to be what's the ball? Miami. Cedric Wilson. They're fighting to be Cedric Wilson right now. You would love for Jalen Tolbert to win this battle, though, because he's your 3rd round pick. He's your 3rd round equity. Brooks is the 7th. So when your 3rd round and your 7th round are competing at the same level, of course, there's going to be some, smoke in the city, as the old folks would call it. But they're both taking first team reps. We'll see what that looks like, man. But there's also this point too, Chad. Let's not get carried away. Get my war call ready. They might be taking first team reps because CD ain't there. Kevontae Turpin's first team rep. CD Lamb, come back, please. Kevontae Turpin's first team rep was a deep fade from Dak Prescott, and it was complete. Turpin's first team deep fade. Okay, so Kevontae Turpin rotated into the first team. Okay, got you. Turpin still, rotational, gadgety. All right, kick return guy. All right. Oh, I apologize because the very next point, Turpin is heavily targeted in 7-on-7s. He's heavily targeted in 7-on-7s with Dak. So with the first team, with Dak being first team, Kevontae Turpin was heavily targeted. Now we know damn well when it's time, it ain't going to be all these footballs being passed around. Now we know we're not going to have that opportunity to pass all these, to have that many targets in one game or whatever. But because look, this is why I say this, chat. If we go into a game, we can just do easy math, right? All this Turpin heavily targeted shit. If we go into a game and we throw the ball 45 times, let's just say Dak complete 38 of them, right? But 45 attempts. And y'all want Dak to throw the ball less, really. So I make this difficult for y'all. 35 attempts. CD's getting 18 of those targets. Y'all do the math. Anyway, Ryan Flournoy, quickness in and out of breaks is lethal. So apparently he beating the shit out of people in the route running game. But we also have to imagine Ryan Flournoy is going against the Eric Scotts and the Nashawn Wrights, and it may be disrespectful to put those two in the same category. I think Nashawn is the first one off the bridge when push come to shove. Eric got drafted last year. So I think that's fair to just kind of slow down on that a little bit. But Flournoy stuck out. Sorry, got Pat NOC Walker. We'll just keep eyes on this. I ain't saying it means nothing. I ain't saying it mean a damn thing. He just got quickness in and out of his breaks. You know who else got quickness in and out of his breaks? Kevontae Turpin. And he was just at the XFUSFL. I don't know the name of it, but he was playing for the European Canadian XFUFSFL. He's also quick in and out of his breaks, so we never know. Trey Lance has several well-placed throws in full teams, including in traffic over the middle that only Crooms, I don't know who that is. I know he 5'11" though, because Pat said so. Only Crooms was in position to elevate and grab, completed. Several well-placed throws. Well, Trey Lance, you're going to have to show us something. You competing with that guy Cooper Rush is who you're competing with. So Trey Lance, we would love you to go out there and make that dollar amount make sense, sir. Trey Lance making like $5 million, Cooper Rush making $38. We would love it if Trey Lance would just emerge to be better than Cooper Rush. Everybody in the house would love that, Trey Lance. If you don't mind, sir, please. Some keys on defense here. Marshawn Nealon, your second round pick from one of them directions. Western Michigan. Central is Chippewas. Western Michigan. He's a Cowboy now, so it don't matter. Marshawn Nealon won several reps versus the first team offensive line. If y'all follow me on Twitter, you should be. If y'all follow me on Twitter, then you've seen me tweet this already, right? But my first impression when I saw this, hold on, we can do it. Let's see what we got to do. My first impression when we saw Nealon won several reps versus the first team offensive line, the first thing I said, boy, what you mean upgrade the premium? Nah, we ain't doing that shit. I meant, there we go, profile. Hey, Marshawn beating the shit out you, dog. Oh, Marshawn out there giving Chuma and Doga some fits. Some fits. Now, to be fair, I don't think Chuma and Doga trash. I just think he don't know the plays. That's different. And I also think Chuma Doga just happened to be a better guard. I don't think he's terrible. That's different. He ain't Chaz Green or nothing. Let's not get crazy. But chat, I may have to reach out for some further clarity. And no pads are wrong, so this makes sense. I'm just offering a hypothetical, chat. What if he beat Terrence Steele though?
Did you hear what I said.
What if he beat Terrence Steele though? Shit. Now, if he start beating Terrence Steele, I don't know who to be upset at, Terrence Steele or to be happy that Marshawn Lloyd out there going crazy. But what this looked like to me, just what this looks like to me, just with my eyes, right? If Chuma getting first team reps and Marshawn out there whooping the first team, he whooping Chuma. That's what that means. That's what that mean to me. Maris Lefebvre. Maris Lefebvre. I like to talk to him like he's French. Maris Lefebvre is rotating between first and second team. I imagine that your linebacker crew is going to be a big ass rotation anyway, but let's keep it a buck here. Overshown is still recovering. He with Britt Brown and them. That's cool. That's cool. But Damone Clark fighting for his life, chat. Let's not get this twisted at all. Eric Kendricks is your bona fide Mike linebacker. He left San Francisco because they didn't want him to be the Mike linebacker. San Francisco, they got Ed Warner, Fred Warner, Ed Warner. Go fucking beat right for the Cowboys. They got Fred Warner. He's here to be the Mike linebacker. Eric Kendricks is the Zimmer whisperer. He's solidified in stone. Eric Kendricks is. So Lefebvre is out here rotating in with the first team. Overshown ain't even there yet. He ain't even there yet. All your other linebackers, Buddy and Brock and all your other guys, you know what I mean? Tyus, if they probably got him at full-time edge now. But bro, like your other linebackers, they kind of gonna be teams dudes. Damone Clark fighting for his life right now. The Dan Quinn administration is gone, sir. Gone. All right, Damone Clark, you better get your ass in there and fly around like they say Louis Five be doing. Excuse me. Kalen Carson's reps. He don't know if all of them were. They could have been moved. He could have been moved around. Kalen Carson's reps were as a boundary corner. Outside guy, right? You know what I'm saying? If you look at the football field, you got a side with more football. Well, pardon me, you got a side with more field and a side with less field because you got hash marks, right? And depending on where the ball goes, it depends on what hash mark you lined up on. So the side of the field where there's more field, it's called the field side. That's a field corner. The side of the field where there's less field, that's the boundary side. The boundary corner. So in just the spirit of what a left defensive end is, we just call him a strong side defensive end. You know what I mean? We just call a Sam linebacker the linebacker to your left because that's where the strength is, right? Everything's gonna change, even the field and the boundary changes, right? But what this kind of means in like summarized football terms is just Kalen Carson is your left, he's your defensive right corner where Diggs plays. He's your defensive right corner. Now, some schemes they switch sides depending on what side got the most field on it. I don't think they're doing as much in this. I just think they keeping Carson on the left side, so that's what the business is. He's on the left side. All right. That is Pat NOC Walker's notes. I think they're all helpful notes. I think we're all counting down the day to where we can get BB and what's his face? BB and Guyton involved, right? We're just waiting on that day. I don't want to walk nobody slowly, man. I want to throw them dudes in the water. I want them dudes to make mistakes right now so they can get it out the way. Black Ops 6 is trending. Maybe I'll take a look at that. All right, but anyway, man, I appreciate y'all, man. That's all I really got for you. I wanted to break that down. We're still vacation Voch right now. We'll probably go live Monday through Thursday. Next week won't have Broadus will be back tomorrow for sure. Brought us will be back tomorrow, which is what's today? Wednesday? I lied. The day Wednesday. Brought us to be back this Friday, which is the 24th. He'll miss the 31st because I'll be in Natchez, graduations and shit. But the Lombardi's pod will be back going in June. Okay. So till then, y'all got vacation vibes till Monday. All right. Y'all hold down for the dose of Kowalski, man. Lay out a piece. Salute.